Well, thanks to the All-American Sports Network, we're going to show you some more about those knee drops of Bill Melby's, because here are films taken from an actual wrestling match at the Hollywood Legion Stadium. And this time, Bill Melby is meeting another big rough boy, bigger as a matter of fact than Judo Jack Terry. It's Bob Orton, with Al Billings in there as the referee. Watch the action now as it moves along here. At the moment, Melby has a top headlock on Orton, but the break is ordered because they've gone to the ropes. And a forearm smash by Orton, and look at those chops to the back of the head and the side of the head as he shakes up Melby. Remember, this is a regulation match you're watching now. Here's a side headlock by Bob Orton. Melby sends the big boy to the ropes, gets out of the way, and look out. They're rooting and scooting all over the place. Something's got to give. Oh! Orton dropped. He wasn't hit. He wasn't hit, but he certainly dropped in a hurry. The only way he could stay away from that big right hand that was flying right at his face. Thrown, of course, by Bill Melby. And the spectators, they don't have any sympathy for Bob Orton whatsoever. And the action goes on in the ring as Orton once again ducks into the corner. Melby made a move to come right at him. And then Orton got out of the way in a hurry. Here's Melby ready to move in. Takes that top wrist lock, key lock now. Moves out, way out on the arm from the side. Puts on the pressure, and let's see if Orton, who's taller and should have the advantage, even in a situation like this, can get out of trouble. Melby's used to wrestling these big boys. He likes to take them on. Watch him work on Orton now to try to get him down on his back. Melby keeps the wrist lock. Orton reached for the ropes, failed to grab them. Still, Melby tugs away as Al Billings checks to see how much time remains in this particular match. Bob Orton, with that tremendous strength of his, trying to work his way out of a wrist lock hold put on by Bill Melby. Look, a tug in the hair by Orton, an illegal move. Got Melby off balance, down on his back. Referee couldn't see it. Orton looked around to make sure the referee wasn't watching that particular moment, and then got away with that hair tug. So here's Melby on the canvas, trying to keep those shoulders up, and starting now to flail kick. Let's see if he can get out of the hole. Watch him. Look at that. He kicks up on his feet and is right back in the hole. But imagine getting up to your feet with a big man like that on you. There's a slam. Look out, man, overboard. He almost lost Bob Orton on that one. And he doesn't feel so good out there on that ring apron. But he comes back inside. Bill Melby really slammed him right out over the topmost rope. The referees hold him once again in a really rugged match at the famous Hollywood Legion Stadium. Melby in the corner. Orton moves in. And since they lean in there off balance on the ropes, Al Billings orders a break. Let's see what kind of a break we're going to get. Melby is in trouble. Here comes the forearm smash. And now a try for a heel. There it goes as Melby is bounced across the rope. And he may be hurt a little bit. No, he's got a tackle waiting for Orton. And now watch him. There they are, those flying knee drops by Bill Melby. Let's see how many of those Orton can take. There's three. And he does a step over toe hold. Orton's on his back. The count is at three. And Melby has taken the match with that most spectacular fall right at the Legion Stadium. Now back to our workout once again as Judo Jack Terry judo chops on the forehead of Bill Melby. And the rough action goes right on here, even though this is supposed to be a wrestling workout. Melby and Terry in there. Melby with a side headlock on Terry. Judo chops down in the short ribs where it hurts. And here's a punch. And it's Terry's turn to complain now. Melby, he's the referee's hold. A little tug there by Terry. Takes him into a side headlock on Melby. Puts Melby over the ropes. And Melby is trying to wrap Terry up in the ropes, however. And I think he may be going to do it. He sure does. He's got Terry wrapped up like a Christmas package there. Finally gets himself out of trouble, and here the complaints start all over again. Judo Jack Terry doesn't like the kind of treatment he's getting today at this particular wrestling workout, and he's letting Cecil Payne and all the ringsiders know about it. Go behind into a full Nelson. Judo Jack Terry has the hold on Bill Melby. And let's see if Melby can come up with a counter move. You know, there is a counter move to every known wrestling hold. You have to get the man that's got the hold on you into the proper position to execute the counter move. So watch Melby now as he tries to figure his way out of this full Nelson here. Bends and turns, and still Judo Jack Terry keeps the hands locked behind his neck. Melby tries everyone. There it is. That did it. He got Judo Jack Terry just a little bit relaxed, and then he broke the hold. So wait a minute. There he goes to the heel. Melby, look at him bounce as he goes across that ring. And here's Terry ready to try a heel back the other way. And it looked like he had a handful of hair on that one as well. Melby comes up a little bit shaken up by it all, and Terry moves in. Wait a minute, Melby's not through with him. There's a big deal for Jack Terry. Bounces him, and he's had it. He doesn't want any more of that. Look out, Jack. They're coming from everywhere. Oh, judo Jack Terry wants to take a moment to get over the effects of that heel that was dealt out to him. It's Bill Melby with the hold once again. And the judo chop in there spoils things. Perfectly legal move, of course, to chop away. And as we told you, judo Jack Terry has those tremendously toughened hands. But here's a wrist lock. And the arm being wound up now by Bill Melby. Winds him up but good, and Terry's trying very ineffectually with the judo chops everywhere. Can't do it. Trying to chop his way out of trouble. And then a break ordered by Cecil Payne, and it looks like that's it for this particular workout.
Well, you'll have to agree with me. This boy, Bill Melby, certainly likes to take on the big fellas. I guess he subscribes to that school of thought that the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And they certainly were falling today for Bill Melby. Well, you'll see more of him in the workouts, but right now we'd like to ask you to stand by for an important message which comes to you from our good friends who make possible these exciting wrestling workouts.